Jai Hind. Myself Dr. Amita Asthana from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So here in this video lecture, we will be taking the subject Fundamentals of Electronics Engineering for the students of second year and so for the students of first year, second semester. And here we will discuss about the op-amp circuits. These op-amp circuits are clearly mentioned for the third unit in the syllabus. So all the op-amp circuits which we are going to discuss here, we will be considering the op-amp to be ideal. So the practical op-amp circuit would be, we will be discussing the inverting amplifier, non-inverting amplifier, the unity follower circuit, the summing amplifier, integrator and differentiator. Coming to the inverting operational amplifier, so here we know that this is my op-amp circuit. There are two inputs, minus and plus. From here we are taking the output. So this is inverting terminal and this is non-inverting terminal. So that circuit we are going to discuss is inverting op-amps. So first of all, we need to check whether the inverting terminal is connected to the output by a resistance, that is feedback resistance RF. So this is the compulsory condition for inverting amplifier, and the input should be given to the inverting terminal of the op-amp, the second condition, and for this the non-inverting terminal should be at the ground. While we are doing the numerical for the inverting operational amplifier, we must consider this terminal and this terminal. These two terminal voltage, let's say this terminal is A and this terminal is B. The voltage here is VB and the voltage here is VA. For ideal op-amp, we can apply the concept of virtual ground. Virtual ground concept, which says the voltage of terminal A VA and the voltage of terminal B VB are equal. This is the ideal op-amp condition, that VA should be equal to VB, right? So now here in this circuit, the B terminal is at ground, so this is equal to 0 and hence VA can be 0. So here the condition is this VA and B terminals are at equal potential, so that the difference between these 2 points, voltage difference, is always 0. Now the thing is that we have applied input at the inverting terminal and the op-amp is working as inverter. So here the whatever input we are giving, that should be come with the minus sign, or if it is AC, then it will be inverted by 180-degree phase, and if it is DC, then it will be a minus at the output. So here these are 2-3 basic concepts which we need to consider. First is the virtual ground concept. The second one is the feedback resistance, which should be given at the negative terminal of the op-amp, second, and third one is the voltage difference between these two must be 0. So and the op-amp is said to be ideal here. So these are the some compulsory conditions which we need to check for solving any op-amp circuit. So this is all about the concept of ideal op-amp. So again I am going to repeat. First of all, you have to check for the resistance, feedback resistance to be connected between output terminal and inverting terminal. First one. The second one is that the op-amp which we are considering is ideal, and the third is that virtual ground concept which states VA is equal to VB is equal to 0 here. So coming to the next part of this, to solve it. Now here, if I am connecting some R1 resistance and here I am giving some input voltage Vi. Now this voltage is 0 volts, this is also 0. Now what I am assuming, that whatever current, suppose there is input voltage, so it will supply some input current I. Okay, so this current will pass the resistance, and then it has two ways. It will go up and it will go straight. Since input impedance of the op-amp Zi is infinite, so no current will go here. That means there would be no current inside the op-amp. So all current will be going to the feedback resistor. This is another concept. So the current which has been supplied by the battery or the input voltage, it is passing through the resistance R1, and then it is not going inside the op-amp, but it is just flowing into the through the RF feedback resistor. So here now what we can do is, we will apply KCL, Kirchhoff's current law, which we all know. We will apply KCL at this particular A point, right? So apply KCL. Now here there is a trick that you can solve every numerical by this KCL method. If you know this KCL method well, then you will be able to do all the numericals. So where the current is starting and where it is going. So you have to take the 2 points. So that means Vi minus 0, the current through the resistance R1, Vi minus 0 upon R1 is equal to, all the current is going towards this. So 0 minus V output, let's say the output voltage is VO, 0 minus VO upon RF. This current is equal to this current only, and what I am taking, Vi minus 0 upon R1 is equal to 0 minus VO upon RF. So VO is equal to minus RF upon R1 into Vi. So only there are two concepts. First is virtual ground concepts, and another one is to apply the Kirchhoff current law, and you can solve all the numericals by this method. So first of all is your virtual ground concept for ideal op-amp, and then you can apply the Kirchhoff current law at this particular node, and you are going to get the answer in just a single step. Now this is all about the inverting operational amplifier. The output, you can see it is coming out to be with a negative sign. Here we can see the output is coming to be negative, right? So we have derived this output voltage, and which can also be said as the closed loop gain, because op-amp is working in the closed loop configuration as output is connected to the op-amp or directly to the input. This all calculation can be reduced to this particular method. So this is only the Kirchhoff current law. Now here again we are at the non-inverting operational amplifier. So here, so again we have to check. There are, again I am telling the method which I am following, every time it will be the same. So first of all I will check whether this output is connected to the negative terminal of the op-amp or not. If it is connected, then we can proceed. And then this time the input has been applied at the positive terminal. The input voltage is applied at the positive terminal, and the feedback resistance is given at the negative terminal. So my first condition is satisfied. So I can proceed with the numerical. Now another is thing that I am considering op-amp to be ideal, and then I will apply the virtual ground concept. Due to this virtual ground concept, if I can see this voltage potential, this point voltage, that means this voltage V1 is equal to this V in. This V1 is V in here, right? Okay. So V1 is equal to V in. Input voltage is equal to the V1. Now what I need to do, I will apply my KCL at this point. I always told that you need to apply KCL at this particular point. I can modify this circuit according to me also. That means if you want, you can put this circuit, or you can make it like minus terminal at the upper side. This output is connected to this, this RF, and here we have given V in. Okay, and here this is some R2 resistance, and here R2 is grounded. Okay, so due to virtual ground concept, I can say this is also V in. Okay, this potential is 0 volt. Whatever current is coming through this I, this is going up only. There would be no current inside the op-amp. Now what I will apply is, I will apply 0 minus V2. Again the KCL at point A. KCL, apply KCL at point A. 0 minus V in upon R2 is equal to V in minus, let's say this output, V in minus V output upon now we will solve this V in upon R2 minus V in upon RF is equal to minus VO upon. Okay. So minus sign will become cancel, and what we get is VO is equal to V in 1 plus RF upon R2. This is my output. V out is equal to 1 plus RF upon R2 into V in. So what we are doing every time is that we are applying the virtual ground concept, and then we are applying the concept of Kirchhoff current law. And these two concepts only give you the answer in one single step. If you can apply the KCL properly, you can get the answer, right? So here, now coming to the voltage follower circuit. The voltage follower circuit is like, if I want to make this RF equal to 0, that means I am connecting output voltage to input voltage directly, and then the circuit would have the gain of 1, right? That means whatever I am doing is I am giving voltage to my positive terminal or non-inverting terminal, and see what I am doing is, for voltage follower, again I have one op-amp circuit, and I am connecting this without using any resistance. Without using any resistance, I am connecting this terminal to output directly. See, the R is 0 here. Short circuit. Okay, short circuit condition. And the input can be given at positive terminal. So what it makes V out to be equal to V out to be equal to V in, because this is equal to V in from virtual ground concept. These two terminal voltage are equal and this voltage will come here only. So VO is equal to V in. And if V out is equal to V in, that means the gain is 1. Okay, and gain is V out upon V in. Okay, and this is called as voltage follower circuit or unity gain. Unity gain means gain of 1 and voltage follower means VO is equal to V in. The output voltage is following the input voltage. So here is the circuit for the unity gain buffer. Now coming to the summing amplifier. Similarly, as we did in the case of inverting and non-inverting and voltage follower, the same concept we will repeat here, only we are going to add all these voltages with the resistors. So here what we have done is, we have given 3 voltages V1, V2 and V3 through the same resistance R in and R in. Here is the current I1, here is the current I2 and here is the current I3. This has been grounded so that the voltage here is 0 volt and the 0 volt, right? Now we will apply KCL at this particular A point. Always remember this A point. This A point you can apply the Kirchhoff current law, KCL at A. Virtual ground concept we have already applied. VGC has been applied. Now what we can do is I1 plus I2 is equal to IN. This current I1, this current I2, this current I3. All the currents are going through the feedback path. There is no current going inside the op-amp and hence we are applying the Kirchhoff current law here, right? So I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to IF. Now what I am going to do is, I1 is equal to V1 minus 0 upon Rn plus I2 is equal to V2 minus 0 upon Rn plus I3 is equal to V3 minus 0 upon Rn is equal to IF is 0 minus VO. Let's say this is V out upon RF. If we solve this particular expression, right, then we can get V out to be equal to minus RF upon Rn V in plus RF upon Rn V2 plus RF upon Rn V3. So all the voltages have been added here in the final expression after applying the Kirchhoff current law. So this is using as a summer circuit, summing amplifier, right? Difference amplifier. Coming to the difference amplifier, as op-amp is adding, op-amp can also subtract as well. The feedback resistance is again at the negative terminal. The VA is equal to VB here. VA is equal to VB and the VB here, this VB is equal to nothing but the voltage across this resistance R4 and this VB will be equal to, this voltage is V2, right? this voltage V2 is distributed across this resistance R2 and this particular resistance R4. So the voltage V2 can be divided in respect of these two resistance ratios, and that is known as voltage divider rule. Here VB can be calculated as V2 R4 upon R2 plus R4. Okay. Now the same thing is according to virtual ground concept, this is holding, and then we need to apply the KCL at node A, and this is V1 minus VB upon R1 is equal to VB minus V out upon R3. Now we can solve for this V out, and if we solve for V out, we are getting V out to be this expression. Okay, so we can solve, and if all the resistance are equal, we can get V2 minus V1 in the answer multiplied by R3 upon R1. So difference amplifier can be done accordingly, right? So if we want to again study about the integrator circuit, so it can also be made minus plus. What we can do is we are just going to add capacitor in the way, and the output here we will connect one resistance, and here we will give AC input, right? This to be connected as 0 volt, so there this is 0 volt. So again we will apply KCL for integrator. This should be the capacitor at the feedback path, so V in minus 0 upon R. What is the current? What is the current here? So we know that I is equal to C into V. Okay, so I is equal to, actually Q is equal to CV and I is equal to dQ by dt. Here Q is equal to C into V. So I is equal to C d V upon dt. We will use this concept for solving the integrator. So here we can solve d C into d. V is what? 0 minus VO. 0 minus VO upon dt. So if we solve this, we can get is V in is equal to R C minus dVO upon dt. And if I further solve it, so what I can get is VO is equal to V in dt integration 1 upon RC with a negative sign. So this output voltage can be calculated. The input voltage is being integrated by the op-amp circuit just by placing one capacitor in the feedback path. That's all for this particular lecture, and in the next lecture we can discuss about the bipolar junction transistors. Thank you.